Well, hello, Calvary Baptist Church family, and many more that are listening to this. It's Wednesday, and as we have been looking towards Passion Week and getting ready towards Passion Week and that march towards Resurrection Sunday, we come to Wednesday. As we come to Wednesday, it's a bit unique than the other days. We've seen the last couple of days, Jesus has been very hard at work, very busy, teaching and preparing people's hearts and talking about the second coming. But as we come to Wednesday, the scriptures are silent. Sometimes today it's called Silent Wednesday or Holy Wednesday. And it's because when we come to God's Word in the Gospels, there's not a whole lot of mention of what's taking place. One of the last things we read is in Matthew 26 about late on Tuesday evening. Judas is starting to conspire with the Pharisees and the whole Sanhedrin. Many speculate that on Wednesday maybe Judas met again with them to kind of shore up plans and on how he would portray Jesus. And we don't see what Jesus is doing, and many just speculate that since Jesus had been doing a lot of ministry at this time, he had been doing a lot of teaching, and he had been preparing people's hearts, the whole temple scene. Even you think of him entering into Jerusalem. Prior to him entering Jerusalem, he had just brought Lazarus back from the dead. And so many believe that Jesus and his disciples are kind of taking off, so to say, the day because they know they've had some busy days, and knowing that Thursday and Friday are going to be extremely busy and difficult days, that this is silence. Now, I think there's two things that I kind of want to point here. Is one, simply we see the silence, but just because there's silence doesn't mean God is not at work. Oftentimes we can interpret silence as God is not working, God is not working on my behalf, He's not moving, He's not doing anything. But it's evident, according to God's plan through the ages, that God is working, even though things are silent on this particular day. And so I want to, especially during this season of life, many people are praying and seeking God and reaching God. And there may be this sense of silence, but I want to encourage you that even if God is silent, that does not mean no. And it does mean God is still at work. He is still sovereign. He is still in control. But the second thing I kind of want to point out to us is we see that it's silent. And if we're honest, we like the busy. We live in a day and age where we have a lot of things that can distract us. And silence is not something that we're accustomed to doing or being a part of or used to. And so it's a good thing to embrace the silence. And I would encourage you on a day like this, on a Wednesday, as preparing for Easter and moving towards the resurrection, embrace the silence. Take time to maybe quietly sit with the Lord, to be in His Word, to be in prayer. Silence is a good thing. It can be very good for the soul as you are seeking after the Lord in the midst of that. And so I want to encourage you in this day that though the Word may be silent, God is not silent. But at the same time, I want to encourage you to take some time and sit alone in silence with God. Be in His Word. Be in prayer. Be seeking after Him. Well, I hope this has been an encouraging word as we are continuing our march towards Easter, as we eagerly await Resurrection Sunday. It's been good to talk with you and look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.